Hi guys.
Hello people.
I'm Milena.
No.
And we're watching a 5th episode of season 3 of The Wire. We're gonna watch a few episodes today.
Today's a good day. Today is the Wire day. Is it gonna take a toll on us? Because
I think so,
we talk too much and it takes a while because we do talk so much, and so we get more tired more easily. At least you get to watch 3 episodes.
Yes.
So that makes me really happy.
Very excited, honestly. In the last episode, a lot of things happened.
I again wanna start with Cutty. I'm can't believe we're here, but again, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing because we need to get this over with. You know what I mean? He needs to step back into it because sure, was it only a matter of time? Yes, in a way. But now that he has, that gives us a chance to go back out. How? I don't know.
I completely agree with you. It's just to me the fact that in my opinion now it's gonna be even harder to get out.
Yeah, I mean,
but maybe not.
I don't know, but it's not his story is gonna be he came back into this because it happened very quickly after he came out of jail, and so the only thing that makes sense storyline wise is for this to go in a better direction. You know what I mean? And so I am looking forward to that story being told.
Me too. Is Avon gonna get out of jail?
I don't know. I feel we're about to find that out today because we're gonna watch 3 episodes. I feel
definitely
in 3 episodes either he gets out as he plans to get out, or we see somehow
episode, because it was it wasn't a trial, but the thing
the hearing, the hearing,
something happened in the last episode, and from that hearing seemed he would. It was not the storyline that I imagined, but it really seemed he's getting out.
He was gonna get out, yeah.
So if he gets out, I think he's probably gonna get out in this episode. I don't know. Oh my
god, the episode opens up with him just exiting
because
jail.
I don't know if that's
if
the
done
exit,
deal.
Why would they
prolong it?
Yeah, why would they prolong it? They literally said it in that scene, that he has that it's okay, you know.
Yeah, so we might actually see Avon getting out, and that's gonna be actually very fun. I mean, very fun for
interesting to see Stringer.
Yeah,
to me, interesting to see how Avon's gonna treat Stringer because he didn't appreciate some of his choices. Let's say he didn't think they were good or something like that, and I think that never happened before that, you know.
Yeah.
So and also to see how Stringer is gonna act now that he's not in charge.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be a big thing for Stringer, when Avon comes out and he is actually not the one that's running things. I feel he might, feel a certain way about that, and that makes me very excited to see how that story will unfold.
Now when I think about it, I want him out. When I think about it, I want him out. I want to see how he's gonna deal with Marlo's situation as well.
Yeah.
Because Stringer is so far has been going some kind of peaceful route, very quiet, don't talk to anybody, don't say anything and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah, I mean he's not
no more bodies and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
I mean nothing has been done. I think Bodie mentioned in the previous episode, or the previous maybe, because they got beaten up on where they were standing by Marlo's crew, and they didn't retaliate or do anything, and so what are the streets gonna take them as?
Yeah, and I think Avon would be go and fuck them up.
I mean, of course he would. There would be dead bodies there.
Yeah.
So actually Stringer's approach there better. I mean, for
Stringer's approach there better.
Well, I mean for me as in not wanting dead bodies, for me it's better. Okay. But for their game.
Yeah, it's worse in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm now thinking through their eyes.
Yeah,
you know, that's why I don't.
You're that's not good.
That's not good. Yeah.
No, I'm just I never want bodies to be dropped because all of them are literally kids. All of them are literally fucking children. Yeah. I'm still shocked that Marlo is 22.
You thought that he was.
I mean, I thought he was very young. I'm just saying I'm very shocked that someone so young is kind of so scary and so already running something. Yeah, it makes me feel very uneasy.
I completely agree with you, but I honestly thought that he was 20.
Yeah, so I mean, he looked very. I think I remember editing that. We saw Marlo and I was I think he's 20 and you're pushing it.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I maybe even said 22. or 21
Imagine.
or something now, because I think you were like, that's pushing it, you know, like
Yeah.
19 or something.
Yeah. I thought he was like 19, 20, something like that.
Just has that baby face. But
I was just comparing it in my mind to Bodie, and Bodie is 17, and
Yeah.
he doesn't look that older than Bodie
No,
to me, you know.
no.
It's like, but like I honestly can't make differences.
I can't either.
Like,
At some
it's all the
point,
same
I don't. I
it's
can't
all
tell.
the same to me.
I can't tell.
Like, I could maybe tell you're in your 20s and you're in your 30s.
Yes, maybe.
Maybe
And
even like 21 to 25 and 26 to 29.
I can't do that.
I can't do that immediately.
I can't.
Yeah, like let's say me, I look like I'm 23, you know. I would say so.
I always looked older, so like I don't know.
I always look that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Always look
I
yes.
I remember when I was in high school.
But like I didn't like that back then. Like when I was a kid, I hated it. Everybody was like, "Oh, really? You're that age? Like you look much younger." I hated it. Now when somebody tells
You
me,
like things so much.
I'm so flattered.
I remember my sister's like 4 years older than me, and like she was entering university and I was entering high school, and she was like getting, you know, we were on the sea and whatever, she's getting like a tattoo, but like not a tattoo, you know, the thing that like washes off after like a week. And like the guy that was doing the tattoo was like making small talk with us, and they're like, "Oh, well, what are you studying or whatever?" And we said just like, "Oh, one of us enrolled to college, one of us is like in high school." And he looks at me, "Oh, what college are you getting into?" And I'm like, "I'm 14. I'm a child." Like literally. And so I know I'm telling you this information has nothing to do with anything in the wire.
I don't think Doshica would appreciate you talking about it on camera.
I'm gonna text her now that I did. But yes, Marlo is Marlo. Very curious to see what's going to be happening with them. I am very excited about the storyline with Avon and Stringer and let's say Marlo, because like I don't have anything to fear. You know what I mean? Because it's not like I care about their lives. And so like I don't mind if someone drops dead. Oh well, you know. And so like I can just be very excited for the storyline. That's gonna be happening, and I don't have to fear anything. Or with everyone else, I'm fearing things, or not with everyone else, but like with some other characters, I'm fearing things.
I mean, I also want to see what's gonna happen with brother, because he hasn't been here for a while.
Is he gonna show up?
And I think he said like he's gonna deal with them. So like I don't think he's not doing anything. Like I think
just keeping low now
until he has enough evidence to
or something,
go against Stringer or something like that.
That'd be very interesting. I would really love.
I could definitely see that happening. Oh my god, like I am much more right now in some ways interested in like criminal world part of the wire than like police part of the wire. Because like it's good when I see our guys, Jimmy, I mean apparently Kima, they don't like at this point, but Daniels and all of them, you know, Lester, figuring out things, and like I can't tell you how much I rooted for them in season 2 when they were against Greeks and stuff like that. But in this episode, other than that, like let's say in this season, most what we are seeing is police brutality. And like maybe we have Bunny now who is trying to do something, and it's a very interesting story, you know. But like other than that, like I don't want to see them. I can't root for them. I don't like...
Well, right now they're not doing anything, kind of. I mean, the only person that's like... Only Jimmy is, let's say, connecting to that part of the drug world that we have. And, like, I do want him to, like, search into that. Like, fucking find out that the suicide is not a suicide. Do that. I would love all that. But, like... The rest of the guys, I feel like they're gonna have
it's always
to.
The second half of the season that has much more.
But like they said, Lester told Jimmy basically like if you don't, you have a couple of days, and if you don't find something that like we can make a case off on, then like you need to come back home and just like do this with us that we're doing. So like maybe Jimmy finds something.
That's what I expect.
Maybe Jimmy finds something, and then like
it's enough if he finds at least one thing that they can work with, and they can build a case around it, and they can get money and finances to search for that. But like so far they haven't done anything when you think about it. Like
a rough time.
In season 1 they have a search for a Stringer and they got Bird, you know. In season 2 they didn't get anybody. They get Sergey, you know.
Literally Sergey,
you know.
And Ziggy.
And in season 3 let's now.
Literally.
Like they started after Cheese, and they found out that he killed his dog. You know what I mean? Like,
That is never
who
gonna
would
be
pay them for a
unfun.
case, you know?
I don't know.
They're so
Like,
close, but like they never get there,
no,
you know?
no, they're always like
One
just
step
a bit
too
lacking,
late.
just a bit lacking.
And it's always like, this could have been a hell of a case.
Yeah, so fucking close.
Yeah.
And honestly, it could have been if there were competent people on the
Yeah.
police force,
Yeah.
but there's like very
Exactly.
few and far between.
Yeah.
Like Lester, Jimmy, Bunk, I think they're like one of the more capable. Like Daniels, of course, but like Daniels is the chief of them, you know what I mean? Like he is not...
as well, she
Yes.
is good at being police
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah, but like, you know what I mean? Like fucking Herc Carver.
No, yeah,
you know what I mean?
totally.
Like, and I think they represent what
Big
the
part-
majority is
big part
gonna
of
be.
police,
Yeah, and so like that's not gonna be happening. Look, very excited.
Yeah.
Let's play this episode.
Let's play,
Straight and true. Where's that quote from somewhere? Like an arrow, straight and true, or something like that.
Really?
I think so, maybe. I mean, I don't think that's what they're referring to. I just think there's like
The
a quote.
unimportant information
Yes,
that
but
you have in
like-
your mind.
Exactly. Exactly.
And you can't remember Jesus' face.
I will. I remember.
Okay, so a snitch is a snitch, right? There you go. So why be one, man? I mean, we're getting by without capers.
Yeah, we getting by out here every damn day ripping the money. They ain't got shit to show for it.
Part of being a soldier. I mean, that's true, right? That's what you say.
Yeah, that's why I put all his miles in his feet.
Hope nothing bad is gonna come out of this story.
I feel like
in
it
the
will. I feel like they keep mentioning it in my mind, and now I feel uneasy about it.
We hook up with my girl Kima. We get paid. You gonna be better.
I'll be the bad guy, you be the Lone Ranger.
Hey, that man be. We get paid more hooking up to my girl. With the white man, I best be the bad guy. That way he ain't confused.
Meet me in the alley.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing that I'm gonna.
Approve.
Yeah.
Please.
Please don't make him. You're gonna.
Mister! Yo! Turn on your wallet or my judge is out of right out.
What? No,
Come on, poor man, we ain't playing.
no. Please help!
What if he actually falls? This is.
Hey, leave that man alone!
Oh, he's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
good.
I mean, this is bad guy, good guy. They're gonna play that.
Okay, it's better.
Yeah, sure.
Yo, Bubs, you won't fucking believe this.
Is he not here?
Oh, he's not here.
Bubs.
That's one of those.
I don't know how I'm supposed to be interpreting the snitch thing because, like, they're a bit. Like. Something's gonna happen. Like, clearly they're like something.
On the different
But like
sides.
yes, I don't know if, because like he is telling him like you can just like be a snitch as well, and I don't know if like he convinces him to do that, and he's not like careful about it, and so he gets caught and then he dies, and that's gonna be bad. I don't know if we're gonna do that because like again, I think Bubs is gonna be fine. I think Bubs is gonna live, and like I always thought that his friend is gonna like maybe overdose or something like that, but maybe he just dies even for something worse. That'd be really bad for Bubs.
Yeah, that would be very bad. Hopefully that's not gonna happen.
I mean, I don't know. They keep mentioning the snitch part, and I'm not sure.
I know, that's what I said,
Yeah.
like, please nothing bad come out of this, because this is the second time they have
Yeah.
mentioned that, but like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm hoping that it's not gonna be that his friend died because Bob's convinced him to do
Yeah.
this. That would be very bad. I don't like that, you know?
Yeah.
It's very bad for Bob's. Like, it's not enough to live with the fact that he knows that he maybe could have helped his friend in some ways, you know, like...
I mean, I always thought that like if he overdosed, I had such fucking hopes for us, McNulty. I thought like if he overdoses, that like maybe Bob's eventually because of that also like gives up the drugs, you know, for like that to have a more positive
Cutty.
spin.
Dennis, you up? Dennis,
That's his name, Dennis?
Dennis.
your friend called again this morning. She said for you to remember your appointment. Says the job in it. If you're still looking.
Boy. It's gonna be so hard for me to watch if you don't. Oh my god. Come on, boy. I feel like I would notice him. Like,
Yeah.
he's
But
always
I, like-
there.
How much is that
You have a child. The child could be not well or something.
Yeah, thank that for me.
Thank you. For what?
Got me a plan, girl. Hoppers out here, they only be wearing them big white t-shirts a couple of times for their chopping. So I'm thinking, while I'm out here working for y'all, keep my hands up, sell them shirts in the corner, I'll make my nut come and hang on.
I really want Babs to succeed.
Me too. And the problem is, I really think he will.
Yeah.
So like, if they pull the rug on me and he does, I don't know what to do with that.
Well, fucking hoodleheads won't cooperate. Here you are giving them their own block or two, offering them a place to sell drugs in peace, and do they even fucking listen?
Oh, I wonder fucking why.
It might have had a positive effect on the community.
You treat him like fucking garbage and then like...
We were thinking a modified zebra operation. Jump outs rotating from sector to sector combined with a zero tolerance approach. We
Zero
detail a couple of men
tolerance.
from each shift, build a flex unit, double up on the head knocking and corner clearing.
More the same to me.
Uh-huh.
But better. Better.
Ah, fuck this bullshit already.
My boy, you can't do that. You can't do that! It's never a dull moment with the Jimmy. Honestly, it's never a fucking dull moment.
I got this. Officer. Detective Stringer. You remember? Bird trial. Detective McNulty. This and some real estate I'm working on is all, more than enough to occupy me, really.
I mean, he already knows he's on him. He had the...
See, where you living, man? Where am I living? Well, if you're thinking of coming downtown, I got some condos about to come on the line. You say the word, I'm gonna hook you up something nice down there by the Hippodrome. Loft apartments. Real nice. You disappoint me, String. I had such fucking hopes for us. Have a nice day, officer.
What about it?
Well, last night they just found the only eyewitness in an alleyway. Bunch of holes in him. Ain't gonna bang nobody. Like I said, fuck the politics for once. But there is a problem here, and I'm gonna do something to fix it.
You want your cake? Now she got our boy with his nose wide open.
Oh yeah,
He's stealing from us. And she most likely the reason for it.
that's the girl that
Y'all
they said
take
like,
the girl.
does she have
Just soon
something?
enough show us the money. Yo, I made a date a while back. Got to keep it.
The interview.
Give me the auto theft numbers for downtown parking lots on Friday nights.
Sir, I have to check that.
I would come so prepared. I would have every number.
God knows what
I would... I got the fucking gun.
Colonel, I was made to understand that recovering Officer Dozerman's lost weapon was a priority.
The gun, yes, we're on it, sir. Making progress as we speak.
Hey, you beat on the right people and the shit rolls down the hill.
What? You beat on the right people and the shit goes... What does that make you think?
Dennis says it?
Cutty works for me.
Cutty then.
But it's interesting that he went still.
It's just gonna be us here. Grace.
Sister Grace called on your behalf, but to my knowledge, she didn't plan to be here. A man might say things he didn't mean to stand closer to a woman like that.
So that's
You're
why
in
he
the
just
job
came
market,
here.
though, I understand. You got a high school diploma, GED, any work experience?
I worked in a warehouse for a couple of months back in like '86.
How do you see the church helping you?
Maybe give me some jobs or put my name on the list or something. I don't know.
I should tell you up front, we don't do like that here. You want a job, you're gonna have to work to get it. We'll help, but it's gonna be your sweat. With that said, then the first thing is to get you enrolled in a GED program.
Look, I don't mean to put you out, but this ain't how I thought it was gonna play.
Me, Oscar,
It's fine. We're still in the beginning. It's fine. That just means it's gonna be fine.
couldn't help it.
Definitely didn't expect this.
They practically ran right past us. Whose side was she on?
Yeah, he's looking for Omar.
They weren't doing slow motion. Did any of them have a big scar? Just Omar. So you know Omar. Omar came up around.
Everyone's Omar. Everyone knows Omar.
That's good. Very good.
Officer, excuse me.
We need to go look for a gun.
Is this, North and Pulaski? Because I could fucking swear Dozerman was shot up at North and Pulaski.
Fuck your gun. Fuck your gun!
Tell me, kind sir, do you know the whereabouts of said officer's weapon?
Are they just like searching for that weapon because like it's very embarrassing that the weapon of a police officer is out in the streets using so much resource for this, for just like reputation, not like actual justice. Ridiculous.
For the gun, later for his story, and that's your sergeant talking.
Yo, nigga, give me that shit.
We're in the beginning. We need
I
to
know,
hit
I
rock
was like,
bottom.
I believe it.
I'm trying to really hit rock bottom, and then it can go up from there.
What was her date?
It's very weak, McNulty. Either you got something on Stringer or you don't.
Try to sell me a condo. Mr. Bell has become the bank.
The bank?
The bank plays it legit. He generates a good bit of honest income, but at the same time, his money finances packages that he himself will never touch.
Yep.
He won't go near the street. He's insulated from the everyday operations of the corner. The money that comes back is then laundered through enough straight business investments that there's no way to trace it. A player gets at that point, there ain't no way in hell the working police is gonna tie a can to his tail.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
So, Kintel Williamson, the Prince of Pimlico.
Jamie's gonna be bored out of his mind if he works this. Bored out of his mind.
But I like how
Yeah.
Stringer is thinking, honestly.
I mean, he is, he's insulated.
You gonna help her what, boy? Might as well not even take a whistle if all I'm doing is standing in the fucking alley.
That's where you belong. That way I ain't got to be worrying about getting my damn head blown off because you all scared and shit.
Hey, enough! Now this time we gonna do it right. Y'all feel me?
Oh my god, what does that mean?
Boss, we gotta let this...
What does right means?
He said incomes that shit blows down. Now we try to talk to all the hoppers.
Do they want to get revenge for their girl?
Well, yeah, I guess, but like...
I need a list of names of all the mid-level dealers running my corners.
Sir?
You are my DU sergeant, right? I need a list of names.
Maybe narcotics downtown or something like that. I don't know. We're knocking heads, taking bodies. I didn't know I was supposed to be doing a census or nothing.
See, this is the type of police work that's happening. You know? See?
George, I'm looking at a sprinkling of rap sheets here. Well, you tell me nobody in this department know who control the West Baltimore corners anymore?
Hey, Rawls has my people doing street rips. You want up-to-date info, you should try the intelligence unit.
Shit, they sent me to you, George.
The fuck can I tell you? With all the street work, ain't nobody left doing high-end drug stuff.
I'm coming to you with this straight up.
Agreed. Where do we stand on this? You've already called for a meeting on this with the state's attorney and the police commissioner. It's penciled in for...
What are you scheming? What is gonna happen there?
We need to act quickly. Glad you came to us with this. I'll light a fire. Leave me.
Thanks.
Look, girl, all we need for you to do is talk to us for 5 minutes. Look, hold on, girl. We want to do it.
Now we gonna talk. How the fuck is this little run of a unit holding all this drug intelligence? I made a round down at headquarters, came up with Jack, and y'all holding all this.
Well, you run a couple of wiretaps, you fill up a file cabinet pretty fast.
This is great, thanks.
Oh, he's here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Aww.
I heard this where you land. It's pretty boy. I broke his ass in. I wrote more on ID complaints on Bushy Top here than on the whole goddamn squad. Until he scuffed himself up. But still, it's a good goddamn police right here.
So what brings you to our shop?
I'm trying to find out who running my corners. My own DU is just about street riffs, and headquarters with no help neither. Round up these young men. Put a little Comstead on their ass.
What does that mean?
Bush it up. Bush it up. Point of order and shit.
Should recognize this esteemed rep of Veronica Avenue boys.
Yeah, maybe they're still doing the chair thing.
We're gonna talk this shit to death, alright? When we gonna vote?
All those in favor of going together so we can get the best discount on the New York package. Raise up.
Oh, democracy, wow.
Look like we're gonna make more money. Together.
Gotta say I'm proud of y'all for putting aside petty grievances and putting this thing together. For a cold ass crew of gangsters, y'all carried it like Republicans and shit.
And y'all remember, man, talk this shit up when you hit them bricks. Best way to get more involved is to tell people about the benefits of this here thing. No beef, no drama, just business. Anybody got problems with anybody else here, we bring it to the group. We ain't gotta take it to the streets.
No, Motherfucker, what is that?
Robert Room say we gotta have minutes for a meeting, right? These the minutes.
Nigga, is you taking notes on a criminal fucking conspiracy? What the fuck is you thinking, man?
How you two get along with Mom's new friend?
We call him Dennis. He's not new.
Okay, how you doing with him?
Mom says we can't talk to you about family stuff.
Dad, you going to the open house?
Yeah, I'll try.
I'm real busy at work, though. New case and all.
Mom says you have to go.
Open house?
Yeah, all the kids' fathers are gonna be there.
Have to be there, boy. So I'm gonna assume he's not gonna be there because...
You know the man works for us. You keep going at him like that, ain't gonna be nothing left of him to make right what he owes.
Bitch got to pay. Hey, yo, check his pockets, yo. Right. That's not mine, y'all. Come on. Get the...
Is...
Avon.
Yeah, I know, but is that him getting out or is he...
What do you mean? Look at his dress. Going back to... Fashion's coming back!
Fucking fourth.
What's up, baby?
What up, man?
Man, I'm feeling real good to be out of this motherfucker.
Woo! Let's fucking go. Let's fucking do it.
That's the only fucking thing I want to take with me from this place.
First thing first, let's get you looking right. You know what I mean?
Yes. Good looking, baby.
Start with Sector 1.
Okay.
Bring as many as
Marlo.
you can down to the Vincent Street area by the end of the shift.
God.
Use your wagons. Bring as many as you can in your cars.
The Hoppers wouldn't listen. What makes you think these guys will?
These lieutenants running the corners. And I personally feel their pain.
Look, my major just wants to talk. So, promise.
I can't believe you
Bring
sent
right
like
back.
these two to like...
Ain't gonna happen.
Literally, that's never gonna happen. Oh, no
Fuck you
way.
say?
I can't.
Fuck you mean it ain't gonna happen? Let me tell you something, motherfucker. We got orders to bring your sorry ass down the way for a sit down with our boss. Now we're prepared to take you with us right now. We can either do this the easy...
Brain dead fucks.
Oh my god.
I think he gets a pass this time.
You sure? I mean, you want? He goes.
Another time, Hurt.
Let's make it happen. If someone would have to beat, especially her cup, it'd be a good day.
Get the face, cocksucker. It's gonna be a tomorrow.
I don't think you want him to remember your face. I want him to remember your face.
No.
Big tough guy. Marlo doesn't really not play. Marlo terrifies me.
I can't wait to see what Avon's gonna do there and how he's gonna think about Marlo and stuff.
That's what I call a carrot. Now you move your people into any designated area I told you about. And you'll have immunity from arrest and prosecution.
Boys.
You're free to make your drops, collect what need collecting. Won't nobody bother you. You got my word on it.
What do you get out of this?
That's a fair question. I want to salvage what's still worth salvaging in my district. And I can't do that with a bunch of young hoppers running around.
I saw them. What fucking idiots.
Now these kids ain't gonna listen to me, but they will listen to y'all.
Nah, that's a trap.
Literally, why the fuck would they trust you?
There ain't no cameras, ain't no microphones, nothing.
Nothing personal against you, Chief, but what happens if we buck?
Remember the carrot, right? Well, you choose to stick instead. You gonna feel that stick like you ain't never felt before. There's gonna be some biblical shit happening to you on the way to that motherfucking jail wagon. You understand me? And while you bucking the new system, the smart ones among you gonna be down here, making money, hand over fist. I thought you said these goddamn houses were vacant.
Must have missed her.
There's one more thing I gotta do there.
He's really trying.
Yeah.
He's really a decent human. Who's in jail now?
Let's see.
That we know.
Look,
Oh,
man,
okay, okay,
up
okay.
on BT, one of his boys in the dormitory. If you sprung the three of us, we can get it talking. You know, find the gun.
Hey, yo, I'm hearing the boy Dink got that man gun.
But first, you gotta get me out from under these murder beefs.
How many murders we talking? Look, man, do it have to be the cop's gun? Because if it's guns you want, I can get you guns.
You got something so important, man, you can't go through the proper channels.
Well, no. Look, today, me, Tucky, Lil Mikey, man, a bunch of us got scooped up by the police.
Well, you shouldn't sell drugs.
Nah, see, they didn't take us to the station. They took us down to the bottom of Vincent Street, where all the houses is boarded up, and they let us out. And then, on top of all of that, like, the whole while, they was being all, like, decent and shit. And you know that fucked me up. And then, like, the police chief, he come out, and this is the crazy part. He say that he got it set up to where we can sell stuff in certain spots, and the police won't bother us.
God. I don't know what's happening. I just want to say I love Bodie so much. Every time I see him, he doesn't even have to speak. I just feel so much love. I don't know. I'm gonna hate every bit of this. Oh, they're on the corners? They're on the street? But is anyone coming to buy here? Why do you put them? You know what I mean? Like, they are the worst ones.
This here the spot, because Tucky says you're supposed to set up shop here. Hamsterdam.
Yeah, this is it. Set up anywhere inside where we got the white flags.
I'm the real low.
We just got here, it's wrong.
Ain't nobody around to buy.
Good point. Man needs customers.
I'm saying. Oh, no. Then you can't make it. I'm a sworn fucking police officer.
I can buy. It's something to buy drugs. Or go get people to buy drugs. It's ridiculous.
What's up, man? You got that body bag still?
This is gonna be the most ridiculous thing. You wanna buy? Go buy there.
Money comes back right now.
Let's go here to buy.
Watch you fucking up, man. You didn't even let me cop before you snatched me up.
This is ridiculous.
I appreciate this
is
more than what was
ridiculous.
happening here. But like,
This is ridiculous. They're bringing the police is bringing them customers to buy drugs.
I mean,
Commissioner, I know that you're aware that a state witness in a recent city homicide prosecution was killed.
We're treating that incident with the highest priority. Homicide has set up a task force, and narcotics is working the informant angle.
Yes, it was. And yet a key witness in the case was allowed. One moment. Excuse me, Commissioner, but the chair was good enough to remind me that you have a pressing engagement. So if it's all right with you, we can continue this at a later date.
Meeting adjourned.
this is so funny. This is so funny. This is so funny.
I don't know what I'm watching. You know?
I will take this any
How
day
is this even
over
happening?
police brutality. Just go buy. I'm thinking you're shopping here.
Me too.
But there's too little of them and too many people that are like selling and too little that are buying.
WMD is the bomb.
What did he just... Did he just say that?
I feel like this is like a hidden camera. This is a joke.
I wouldn't know what to do now.
Like
with
to
all
take me
that.
back. Like
Marlo making a move?
Just watch.
Forget everything the boy Bodie told you. Forget the beating. It ain't about that.
I didn't see that. Is that what she saw?
See that? I wanted you to choose somewhere safe for us to speak, but goddamn. Nah, I appreciate smart. But you gotta know in this game, man, it ain't enough. You're a student of history. You know this town had its share of smart players, man. That's why me and Pop Joe were getting ready to get this co-op together. Different crews, one package. Best dope, best coke. Share, like.
Been hearing about that.
You been hearing about that? That's good. That's a start, right? You know that Mercedes you got riding out there, man? You got that titled in your aunt's name or some shit? Now, when they come get you, that straw purchase out there gonna come bite you in the ass, boy. That's what I'm offering you, man.
Mine's in there. I told you.
Oh my
Kima,
god. Kima.
How about a case of that PBR piss you drank against the touch of the Irish?
You went out the back here.
Keep fucking watching.
Here comes your nothing.
Oh my god, Jimmy is gonna die.
Whoa.
I like my pissing bottles.
Any way you like, darling.
I'm so excited.
Tell our people to tool up.
I'm on it.
Tool up like Tool up doesn't sound good.
Yeah, it's like we ain't even standing here.
The Hoppers call it Hamsterdam. Like from Amsterdam.
Hamsterdam.
I really wish that you could have made a difference, and if the world was like decent, you would have made a difference. But like the system is messed up.
Sorry.
Okay.
I have some concerns about the integrated math program. In the previous schools, Michael took introductory algebra.
Do you even know that?
No, of course not. What do you mean?
The integrated. Thirsty. Can I get you something to drink?
Terry D'Agostino. I'm an alumna in one of the school's dreaded fundraisers.
The math program offers tutoring possibilities. So if Michael finds it difficult adjusting, we can have classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays.
So, how do you find a school?
It's good.
This is not the place.
Man. I just wish someone knew him coming home, you know?
Oh? Huh. That's Stringer talking to. We're back here. Is this gonna be more?
You too?
You should get dressed.
What Stringer has done with all that property downtown, Avon, I cannot tell the kind of profit you're looking at once all the development money lands. That whole Howard Street thing is going to take off, and you're going to be right there to cut the tie yourself.
Any dollar you spend now is going to come back to you 10 times.
See the two niggas right there? They over here getting high in the middle of all of this.
Huh,
Where the
exactly.
Fuck is this at, yo? Fuck, toss the niggas.
He never allowed it.
Everyone's back.
Is it his apartment?
Yeah. Shit, this ain't my little place down in Jessup, but you know what I mean? What the fuck is, right?
This is all you, big. All you. In your name, too. Man, I mean, we making so much straight money, man. We can carry shit like this out in the open. In our own names. Yo, you remember when we used to sit on the top of 734 building, man? Looking at the city. Talking about what we gonna do?
And he was all heavy into that black pride bullshit. Something like you gonna get you 2 grocery stores and make motherfuckers proud.
Sure was, man. You was out hunting on a AK-47. Talking about, I'm gonna go get Warren.
What's that?
Man, you brothers, baby.
Always, baby. Always.
Until you found out he killed your
And that's one
nephew.
more thing, though, man. You know,
Play the next.
Such a good episode.
Play the next
Honestly,
immediately.
love this.
Play the
Finally.
next immediately. Homecoming.
Oh my god. It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so good. When's he gonna find out? Oh my god, when is he gonna find out? I'm so excited.
I think a
How
bit
is he gonna
later.
find out? I'm so excited.
Somewhere closer to end of the season.
I guess, yeah.
Even though, if not the end, you know, like second to last episode, so that like the shit happened in the last one or something like that. Because like now we're now on episode 6, we can watch episode 5 right now, right?
Yeah, we watch episode 5.
Okay, we have more time for build up until that happens.
Yeah.
What a good episode, guys! What a good episode. Honestly, I
so
really
fun.
love this one.
I mean, fun. But it is fun. But it is fun.
This is so fun for me. Can't even start to speak how excited I am that Avon is back.
Is out of jail.
I like everything is happening, and I think this like I said, like we don't like them, but I love their storyline.
Yeah.
Like honestly, I think
which is why this is fun.
This is
I'm
so,
like, oh my god, when he finds out the betrayal, I'm fine.
I mean, I honestly, I think I started to appreciate them so much as characters. You know, like I love what Stringer is, let's say, doing, how he is smart in exactly that way, like let's say book smart, you know. And I appreciate how everything we found out, let's say in this episode, how everything is legit for him, how the papers are legit for him, how he made all of that happen, you know. And he's really made this world a business, you know what I mean, like a strategy.
I mean, that is how he approaches it as a business, not about that has always been a difference between Avon and Stringer, their approach to this, where for Avon it's everything there is about that sort of power and his name, you know. You hear Avon's name and like it means something on the street, whereas for Stringer he is looking at it more, like we said, business-like. I mean, I think that sort of difference was clear when they were talking about like when they were younger and how he wanted to open up like 2 grocery stores, and Avon was like getting AK-47 so that he could take the streets, you know. I think that is the clear difference between how the two of them function, and
I love that difference. And I can't say like I love one thing more than the other. I really appreciate both things as what they are. Like I appreciate that the Stringer is like this, and then I appreciate that the Avon is completely different than him. And I think that is what makes this so
interesting.
So interesting to watch.
Honestly. No, I'm gonna have so much fun with this.
This is like I can't explain how excited I am about it.
Have so
like
much
I
fun
loved
with this
everything.
storyline.
I love everything. I love the fact that like they are brothers. You know, I love it that they are so close. And I love, and I'm so excited when Avon finds out what Stringer did to him.
How is he gonna find out? You know what I mean? How is this gonna happen?
I don't know.
I don't know if it's gonna be he is gonna come to the conclusion by like looking at Stringer or something, or like maybe something Stringer says, whatever, if he's gonna figure it out like that, or if like they're gonna have a falling out, you know, and then like Stringer tells it to him as in sort of like to get to him, to hurt him.
Another punch in the gut. And that's what I think. Just
being like, I outsmarted you, I like did that.
That's what I think. I can see it completely happening like that. That like Avon is gonna be, like not like destroying him, but like because like, Stringer is not street smart, and we can see that. You know, Stringer is nobody's scared of Stringer that much. I mean they are the lower the people like Bodie is scared of him.
Stringer talked to Marlo. You know what I mean? That is not being street smart. You should not have approached that. You know what I mean? Like
we'll see what's gonna happen with that.
Nothing good.
Nothing good.
He said like tell everyone to tool up. What? This is about to be bad. Like I don't fucking know for who it's about to be bad. I mean for Stringer, but like for Stringer's crew, you know what I mean? Like I don't know what's about to be happening there, but I mean, we'll get to it.
We'll see. But like I'm interested in that as well.
No, I am very interested in that, and again, I think we were talking about this, how Stringer's, let's say, downfall happens, because everything that he does is, let's say, correct from a business standpoint. You know, he has clean money. He is able to do that, and that's what they were talking about, like Lester and Jimmy and Kima. They were talking about how, like, Perez was Perez. That basically he became the bank. I think that's what they called it. That, like, he has this clean money, and like no cop can find any type of evidence that can bring him down, really. So he in some ways, from the side of the law, is kind of untouchable because he has his hands are like clean, you know. But from the side of the street, that was always where his issue was gonna be.
Yeah.
Where like for Avon, you can say that his issue is gonna be the law potentially getting to him, but like for Stringer, it was always gonna be the street.
Well, then it would make sense if Stringer was to die and Avon was to go to jail at the end of the show.
Yeah.
Then
that
would make then more sense than the other way around.
Yeah.
That would actually come full circle for both of them in some ways.
Yeah, because like again, I like Stringer's approach in the terms of I don't want to see dead bodies. Like it's a thing of what Jimmy I think said in season 1 2D. He was talking about like so many businesses take place without people having to die. Like basically, why can't you just like hand drugs over, do drugs, and no one has to like in the meantime get killed or something like that? And like in an ideal situation, that would be my most wanted outcome out of all of this.
But in my opinion, I agree, but like that's not what I appreciate about that with Stringer, because like Stringer is not doing it out of goodness of her heart, his heart.
I'm not saying that personally about Stringer. I'm just saying about the whole situation.
Yeah, because like he doesn't care if there are bodies around. Mm-hmm. The only thing that he cares is himself and not getting caught
because of the police,
like
you know.
Because like if there is bodies, then police is behind them, and like then he can't have what he has right now and what he built right now. That's the only way, without bodies, without police on your backs, you know. But like again, we know who they are and we understand who they are, and we understand that like they are very cold-blooded. They don't have feelings or empathy or anything that we have seen. We have seen with Avon some.
Yeah, but like I mean,
again, it doesn't matter. They're able to kill anybody who they want, you know. But like that is actually what I appreciate about Stringer's character, that he's smart in that way.
Yeah. But like that's what I mean when I say like his approach with like all of them like having this meeting, basically all of the I don't know how to call them, like groups. I don't know, you have him, you have Joe, you have other people's, you don't have Marlo. But like they're all basically getting the same product that's like a good product and selling it, and they all have like an increased and they all have like an increased earnings because like the product is good, and like it's sort of there's like it's peaceful. Like they said, like if there's like a problem between the guys, we resolve it here. And like that's gonna be that, and like I appreciate that approach, you know. Can that work? No, because like there's gonna be someone like Marlo.
Exactly.
There's gonna be someone like, I mean, even for Avon, it's not gonna work because like for some, the difference is that like for them it's not about the money as much as it is about, again, that reputation, that name. Because like Stringer was talking to Marlo basically about, you have this car, but like it's in your name, they're gonna come at you, that's how they get you. And I don't think Marlo necessarily cares about that.
I mean, I don't think he would say no to that if he was to make it happen. But like that's not his priority.
Yeah, and like Stringer approaching him like this and in this way, and the way that Marlo was looking at him, I'm like, this is about to be so bad now for you, Stringer. And like, I mean, I have to find out what he exactly meant when he said tool up. In my mind, it means like take up guns, bats, whatever. Tool up, like tools, I don't know. Get something on you, like prepare, or everyone gather. And like, what? I mean, they're not gonna come to Stringer. No. They're gonna come to the guys that are with Stringer.
That's gonna be in some ways maybe his answer to what is happening.
I mean that's gonna be a no. Yeah, and like so like what does Stringer do?
Not Stringer, what does Avon do?
Actually,
because like Stringer is when something, I think we saw how Avon reacted to all of that, and this is how I expected him to react. Yes, he loves what Stringer did in regards of like clean money, clean this, clean that. But like, again, the most important thing and the first thing that he noticed was that like the two guys have been using in the middle of the club. That like it's all let
everything has gone loose. Everything has
something
been
like
left loose.
exactly. And that's the thing that like I was thinking about when Cutty was in the car with the two guys and when they were
taking drugs,
that was exactly the thing that like I thought like this was not allowed when Avon was in charge, because like those are the things that like Stringer doesn't care for, like if they're gonna use or they're not gonna use, he couldn't care less, you know. But like that is something that like Avon does care for, because it's a reputation, it's this and that. You know?
Because like Avon is looking at this also like they're the soldiers. They have to like keep this, and Stringer's not as just Stringer's like, I'm CEO, and you are like manager. This, you know, like again, very different approaches to the whole business. Like it was a matter of time before we saw that Stringer's downfall is gonna be, I mean, not necessarily just like now with Marlo, but like that is a part of it, you know what I mean?
Well,
like,
I mean, that's gonna be first step. I think that downfall is gonna come later. I think that's gonna be the first step.
But like just to show why this would not work for him.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the first thing that like is gonna happen between Avon and Stringer. The first thing that like Avon is not gonna at all agree with. Let's say when if Marlo's guys come back and do anything to our guys, whatever.
Well, Bodie,
you know
there,
what?
So that's our guys.
You know what I mean. And we'll see what Stringer is gonna do with that.
Yeah.
Or if Marlo is gonna be like, this is the answer for your proposition or this or that, you know, and then Avon's gonna be like what proposition, like what did you do and why would you do something like that, you know, just like what happened with Brother that we still haven't seen. Very excited to see him, honestly.
Yeah, me too.
Imagine if he never shows up.
Well,
like,
I'm like thinking like, what if the actor just like maybe wanted out and so they just like cut that storyline? I have no idea.
I don't think so, because like he was in the beginning. Because he was in the first few episodes of the season. It's not like he was in the last one, no?
No, he was not.
Oh, okay.
I don't think he appeared in season 3 so far.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think so. Yeah, I mean, I'm just very curious to see how the whole story with like Avon and Stringer and like, you know, Marlo as well there is gonna go. I think that's about to be so good.
That is definitely the thing that like I'm most excited about to see what's happening. Like even while watching, I know it's just the beginning, and I'm like, I can't wait to see what's gonna come next. You know, while the scenes are happening with Avon and Stringer, like I'm just thinking of the things that's gonna come next, and gonna be the result of all of this.
It's gonna be so good.
That's when it happened. Was so good, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, and then when I saw Avon out, I thought like, why did I think that the other thing is gonna happen? You know what I mean? Like,
well, just because like it's always the same thing when you start like saying that something is gonna happen, then that makes me feel like, oh, that's not gonna happen, because like you keep saying that like something is expected to happen in the show, and I'm like, okay, so something's gonna happen that's not gonna allow that to happen. And like that's why whenever he's saying I'm definitely gonna come out, I'm like, red flag, you're not gonna come out, because like this is foreshadowing that it's not gonna be good, you know. But like it was fine, he got out. But what happens to him, where he goes, how he ends up, I'm really curious. I really don't know. I'm so curious about the whole thing.
Me too, honestly.
I just want to mention, because like we were with Stringer a bit, but just like Stringer and Jimmy, for some reason I just find them so fun. Like the whole fucking scene when he came to Stringer, that was so funny, and he offered him like, oh, where do you live now? You can like there's properties here that I own. I can like rent you one. And like the smile on Jimmy's face. He just enjoys this like back and forth a lot.
But like
he enjoys this chase.
Yeah, but like I liked how cocky Stringer was there, because he knows that Jimmy is following him and that he's looking at him, and yet he knows what he did and how he outsmarted Jimmy. Yeah. And like this one does not have anything on him, so like he can be like that with him, you know.
I don't know. I always really like their interactions. They're very few that we had, but like it was in the courtroom and everything. But I always just liked them.
Other than that, we had Cutty in this episode as well.
That was rough.
That was what can I tell you? I don't know. I mean, I still think the same thing.
Yeah.
It's just like I didn't expect it to happen this way. That's the only difference, you know. I didn't expect it to happen this soon.
Yeah.
That he falls back into it, and he falls back into it very much. I don't know I don't know how to explain
like
that.
you can see that he was like a soldier, you know what I mean? Like you can see that he was rough, you know what I mean? Like we have the episode that we have watched previously, again, it was very easy to like root for him and want him to do better, because like you kind of see that, and like I guess it makes you forget that like at some point in time he was, but like his, they said like that his name rang through or something like that, so like he was feared, you know, and like someone said, I don't know if you read that, but like we completely misunderstood what they were saying in the beginning about how he was arrested.
Okay, no, I didn't read it.
Because like we thought that he said that like he killed someone, and then he called the police and told them come and get me, and like we thought that he was like basically he killed someone and like wanted to turn himself in, but it was more in like he was so cocky and he was like come and get me. Yeah, he was like so and so like that completely changed like my perception of like that he was actually, it was not about like he realized this is not for him, you know, that's what I thought, like he immediately killed someone and then he realized that this was not for him, and so like he called the police, and then like it makes sense that like now that he's out he's completely going down the clean way or whatever, but like looking at it from that perspective that he was actually like so cocky and so like full of himself and such a like a tough guy or whatever, that he was like calling to the police and be like come and get me.
That's completely different now.
It completely changed the perception, and so like the things that we are seeing now, let's say, fall more in line with like who he was.
It makes more sense now because like with that having in mind, I didn't understand honestly didn't understand at all how he could just like easily fall back into this life if he was in prison for so long. I think 14 years 14 years where he struggled with the things that he has done. That's how I imagined it. And then like, because like so far in this episode, let's say we haven't seen any type of hesitation. Like, yes, did he say maybe don't kill the guy because like he has to work for us, so maybe like that came from some type of empathy or something, anything, but like we didn't see that much of it. I don't know how to explain it.
No,
it was just a brief second, and he wasn't the one who took a bat and like started punching the guy, so like that's the difference, you know, between him and the rest. But like again, I expected much bigger struggle with what he's doing. But now if I know that like then prison has changed him, actually he was like a soldier, like Avon, you know, and prison has like, then Avon makes sense, prison has broke him, you know, so like that would then make sense of why he wouldn't be as, let's say, tough as he was in the
when Avon said that, the response of, what is his name, Weebay, the response of Weebay, that's like how we heard the story. He was like that type of a guy who like called the police to be like can be broken or something like that, you know what I mean, like that he is still gonna be the same, like that's what Weebay was like, let's say, implying, which could, you know, mean for the audience that it's not gonna be that way, you know what I mean, that he is gonna, which I think there's a lot of indications through this episode that we are definitely going down a route where he does wanna exit this.
Oh my god, honestly, I just like now I'm so sad that like we didn't understand it the first time.
And like I read that comment and I was like so surprised. Was that in that was in episode 1 of season 3. But like I remember I was being so surprised when I read that comment, because like I didn't register that at all, but like when they said it, because like when we heard he said come and get me or whatever, you can interpret that in two ways, and we decided to interpret that in like a better, more positive way.
But like now when come and get me,
with
the way that
I don't know if it was actually like come and get. Let me just check.
But the way with Weebay was talking about it, he can be broken. You can't interpret it really in two ways. That would be correct. You know what I mean?
But like I just think because already we thought that like that's what he meant. So like when he just continued that sentence, I sometimes don't understand what they mean when they say things, because they speak it in like such a way that I'm like, I think that's what you meant. but like I can't be sure.
No, I just think we made a mistake there, honestly.
Let me just check. You guys misinterpreted the calling the police bit wrong. He didn't call on himself to turn himself in. He called and reported the body and callously admitted to being the killer because he was so blindly tough he didn't care or think he'd get caught. His belief that murder was a big deal or that he'd get caught was non-existent. A very stupid thing to do, but it was mentioned to show how gangster tough he used to be. Like, he can kill a body, report the body, and stay in the streets because he's that badass.
God,
Completely
okay, now it all makes sense. Now this storyline makes complete sense.
Yeah.
Now this is really something that because it just didn't make sense to me. It just didn't make sense to me how he could easily fall back into this without any type of struggle, you know?
Yeah.
But now it makes sense perfectly. I now can see where the story is going.
Yeah.
I'm just sad that I didn't see it before, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was very confused for the last two episodes. But now it makes sense.
Yeah, no, I read that comment, but I read that while we were still in episode 2-3 where he's still doing everything good, you know what I mean? He was still not doing anything wrong. But I think I forgot that we misunderstood and I didn't know if you read it. But yeah, it makes sense how easily he falls back into it because he was.
It makes sense that he chose that over the jobs. It makes sense that when he talked to the guy who was you want to stay straight, you want to do this, you're gonna do this every day, and
it's not gonna be.
And him who is already struggling with all of that, he's not reading that at all like a positive thing, you know. He's reading that as a negative thing. I do all this work. You know, for what? And I'm good at this. He was, let's say, very good at this. Now it makes sense, and I'm now excited to see how he's gonna go on the other side of the whole thing, because I still think that's the story they're gonna say. Just it makes sense that this is where he is right now, but I think now we're gonna actually see the struggle that he has with being a soldier. Because let's say that's not exactly who he is anymore after the prison.
We're gonna have to see how exactly, what is it that makes him maybe think that this is not actually what he wants to do. What is gonna be the thing that he sees, or is just everything, you know? He had that scene with the priest in the church who was talking to him about how they can help him, but he has to do the legwork himself, you know, which was very fair. And he told him the first thing we need to do is get you your GEDs. And he was I did not think this is how this was gonna go, and he just walked away. But I think that's we're gonna continue that, you know. I think he is gonna go back there for one reason or another at some point.
Feeling that he now has to earn my love. That's what I mean, because I started caring for him because even when he was 20 years old, he was struggling with the world that he was born into, and now I know that's not the case, and that struggle is yet to come, basically, you know what I mean?
Yes.
The prison did change him in some ways, but we have yet to see how and who he's gonna become.
Yes.
I can't be on the same place where I was in my mind.
You feel less warm.
I feel he has to get me there. We have to get there together.
Yes, but I like that. I like that we're gonna go through that with him.
Yeah.
Our card was full and I haven't stopped recording, so I have no idea what we said last. But we were talking about Cutty, but I feel we said everything that we want to say about Cutty. I'm very excited for the storyline. I'm very excited. I want to see.
But now I am happy that now you have told me this right now, because it finally makes sense. Because in my mind, if with the story that I thought where his story is going, nothing made sense, you know. So honestly, now I'm very excited to see how he's gonna get to the other side. Let's say.
Yeah, we also had truly one of the funniest things.
Oh my god, yes.
That was honestly fucking hilarious in a way. They talked to all the, let's say, lieutenants or whatever of the dealers, the drug dealers, but they call them lieutenants for the drug dealing, so they would talk to their men, and actually place everyone in that range that they decided to, and it worked. I don't know how many of them, I don't know how whatever, but some of them are there, and then it's there's no one there to buy. And so like they're saying, well, no one here is buying, and they just went and rounded up people who want to buy drugs
drug addicts
and put them there. He's like, they have the good ones.
No, honestly,
I've heard their stuff is bomb.
Yeah, honestly, it was like ridiculous. Like again, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. You know, like I understand what Bunny is doing, and it I think it could be a good thing, and I love him for trying something like that. But like when you don't know anything, you just like see the situation from like without any background.
Just, like, not even thinking about
you're like these police detectives or whatever are taking kids, taking addicts from the streets and driving them in front of them to buy drugs in front of them.
Yeah, and they're just like standing there like, watch. It's so funny.
That's I can't believe that.
And Bunny was so proud when he was like, they're calling it Hamsterdam. You know, he was so proud. I love Bunny.
Yeah, me too.
I love him for doing this. I love him for actually like making some type of a difference with doing this, because like he is the only person that has ever actually made a difference.
I mean, trying to make a difference.
Yeah,
because,
of course.
Like, I think we'll see how where this is gonna lead. First, Marlo made problem. He didn't want to go with them.
Yeah.
So like first, I don't think it's gonna be good. You know?
I mean, I don't think it's gonna work again because it cannot work because the system doesn't work. You know what I mean? Like the way that the system functions is not gonna allow this to work. And so like that's why this is gonna fail. But like Bunny has been the only person that has actually done something that has done something thinking in the terms of like, okay, what is some type of a compromise that we can make, because like this is happening, you know, drugs are being dealt, and there's a lot of background as to why these things are happening, and why it's very difficult to like stop it from happening in this day and age. But like he is trying to make some type of a difference, and like he found sort of the best way that was available to him. But like again, it cannot function because he is one person in a corrupt system, and that's gonna be where the story goes.
Yeah, I think so as well. It's not gonna work, definitely.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Even if they accepted it like this right now, something's gonna backfire.
Yeah,
something's gonna happen.
Yeah, and like it made me really sad. Like when Bodie came to Stringer and was telling him that like, you know, they cops picked them up and everything, and then like he said something along the lines of like that they were being decent, and like that was freaking me out, and like they were being decent to us and like speaking to us decently, and that makes me very sad, because like there's also like a clear difference when like Bunny is speaking to them, and there's like a difference when Cutty and Herc are speaking to them. They're like speaking Carver and Herc are speaking to them. They're like sort of speaking to them as if they're like dirt. Yeah. You know, and you can sense that, and like and then like when you start saying, yeah, go do that, why the fuck would you, why do you think they were gonna do anything like that? Like, why do you think they're gonna listen to you? Why do you think that you're gonna have a cordial relationship? Why do you think that like when things happen and like someone needs to speak to the police about something, why do you think anyone's gonna go to the police? No one's gonna go to you. They don't trust you, and they have no reason to trust you. But like they did listen to, I don't know how many of them, I don't know, I didn't see.
I mean, they're giving this a chance.
Yeah.
Some of them are giving this a chance.
Yeah, it's gonna make me very sad when this doesn't, like, when it eventually falls apart. Like I just want to see the reason why it falls apart.
Like I said, I didn't see Marlo giving it a chance.
No, but like I didn't expect that.
Yeah, me neither. But like I think that can bring so many problems.
It's not like Marlo is gonna go and like make problems in Hamsterdam, you know what I mean? The thing with Marlo is that like he's gonna keep his guys on the street where they are, but like that's still like you put much less people. There's still like less drug dealing taking place, you know, at least something is happening. So like I don't know if Marlo is necessarily gonna be our issue. Marlo is gonna be the issue of like Stringer and everyone else there, and Avon, I mean. I don't know if it's not gonna be a problem for like Hamsterdam. That was like a really, that scene also was so fucking scary when Herc and Carver are talking to Marlo and his guys
Oh my God.
about how they should go there, and you can see that they are absolutely ready to start a fight.
Yeah, to kill them.
Yeah. That there would be like, if Marlo said the words, and it's not like
Carver, because like Carver saw that and he was the one who...
Yeah, Carver literally felt that this is getting hostile.
Because he saw that this one is taking a ban.
And like Herc is so used to like just having no consequences for anything that he says, that he is not... I mean, nothing ever happens in his brain, to be quite honest. Like, Herc is like fucking air in between his ears, but also hatred, which is worse. And so like that scene was so scary because like, however much I want you guys to, I want like Herc, if someone could just like beat him, I will be very happy. I don't care. Like, I am for violence, apparently. When it comes to Herc, I'm for violence. But like that they are so, let's say, reckless in a way that they would attack a police officer, because like if you attack a police officer, all hell is gonna rain down on you, you know what I mean? Because like that's how the police officers function. They don't care about anything else, but like, oh, touch one of your own, oh, a gun goes missing, everything, all the resources, there's dead bodies, who cares about dead bodies?
I think he is very confident in himself and in what he built, that Marlo is not scared of police.
Yes, but like also that's reckless. Like that is the part of Marlo that is not smart, let's say. He is very scary, and like he is very scary because like he seems like he is capable of anything and is not gonna take things into consider. Where like if police like Avon and Stringer's approach to the police, they would like not, in no fucking world would they, if the police are like in front of them, even think about calling their guys to beat up on police officers or something like that. Like that would not happen at all. Like they don't, however ruthless they can be, they don't think they're untouchable or anything like that. I mean, they do think they're like untouchable in some ways because like they can get out of certain situations, but like they would not do that. Whereas with Marlo,
I think they're realistic. Like exactly what maybe happened with Cutty in the past. Maybe he was just like that, you know, ruthless and very confident, and think he thought that he's invincible. And that's what Marlo thinks as well.
Because
and
like,
it
he was
makes
really
sense,
ready.
like everything that Stringer told him, like that he should play this smart. He has like let's say 1 million, and like he has so many things, he earned so much, but like he doesn't have anything clean. He doesn't have anything on his name on paper or anything like that.
But
and just because Marlo is
just
because Marlo thinks only about streets, he needs people to fear him, he needs people, you know, like that's why I think just like Stringer and Avon working together would actually be bingo for both of them, you know. It was only way that like everything would work smoothly and perfectly. But like maybe sometimes you can't mix the two together always, you know what I mean?
I mean, it's gonna fall apart, you know, it's gonna fall apart, but like they have what the other lacks in a way. Marlo is just very, very, very fucking terrifying. Honestly, that he was capable of like just doing that. And like you can sense that he was capable. Everyone was kind of getting themselves prepared, you know. Carver was like, let's not. Let's like move away from this. So that again, that makes me really just very curious about Marlo and like what he does.
And what's gonna happen next with him,
I mean, very scary. Very scary. Again, I'm not scared for like Stringer, I'm not scared for Avon. Whatever happens, that happens, like whatever. I'm scared for like anyone in their vicinity. So like that means Bodie. Like if Marlo is retaliating up against Stringer, he is retaliating on the people and like who works for Stringer and Avon, a Bodie. And so like that is my problem. Like that is what I'm afraid of. But I don't think so. I feel like Bodie's time is not up yet, you know what I mean? I feel like we're still gonna have him. I like, that's gonna, you don't understand, that's gonna literally break my heart in half. Like that's really gonna be rough for me. He's like sort of our only child left with, you know, we had Wallace and him and Dee in the same place kind of all the time in season one, but like that really stayed with me.
I really
And
care for him.
He is one of the people that I care most for in this show. And like I don't know who I would like put above him, not in terms of like that he is, let's say, the character that I love most.
No.
But like just because like he is so young and everything, I feel most protective over him than any other character in this show.
But I have no hopes for him.
No, my hopes are dead and gone.
Like we talking like that,
dead and gone.
Nothing showed us that like there would be any hopes for him. So, but like I don't think that. I think he needs to go a little bit further up.
Yeah, before he dies.
I think it's still too early. Let's say season 4, season 5, something like that.
I think so as well. So like that's why I'm like, I don't think it's gonna, like, he might get beaten up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I feel like he's gonna be alive at least. But like that is the only person, like, let's say I'm concerned about Marlo's fury touching, and like for Stringer and Avon, let's see what happens. It's gonna be interesting.
Couldn't be more excited.
I'm so excited. Also, I'm excited and again a bit fearful with Bubs. He seems like he is again getting tired of this, and he was always kind of getting tired of it, you know, with this constant back and forth and with the drugs and getting money in this way. Like he even told Kima, like, put this aside for me, you know, like put this money aside for me. And like we are moving that story a bit. I am still worried about what we were talking about in the beginning when they were talking about like snitches and everything. And because like they have mentioned it a couple of times now, and it was always a thing with Bodie, with Bubs, because like he was like since season 1, this is what he has been doing, and it was always like we were always a bit frightened, like if someone's gonna see that he is speaking to the police and then like maybe harm him. I feel like they are again talking about the potential of like it being dangerous being a snitch, and so like I don't know what storyline we're gonna do there, and if the storyline is gonna be bad for Bubs or bad for Bubs' friend, which it's gonna make it bad for Bubs, because like I always thought that his friend is gonna be sort of a character whose purpose or whose purpose is gonna be connected to Bubs' progression. You know what I mean?
I know, I just never thought it was gonna be that way. I always thought it was gonna be for him, his progression to get clean or something like that.
I think like, but potentially, like I still think with a friend, like he just might overdose.
Yeah,
you know?
I see that much more than him getting killed because he's gonna be a snitch.
Yeah.
I just like that's gonna be. I can't see that honestly, just because I have a feeling that like, let's say Bubs would overdose because of something like that. Like it wouldn't make him want to get clean. It would die. Yeah, it would go completely different if he would to feel guilt.
Yeah.
Like the only thing that like I always thought would come out of it if somebody finds out, let's say. But like I don't think anybody's gonna beat him up. If somebody found out that he's a snitch, somebody's gonna kill him.
Yeah.
In my mind, like why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
With the world where they live, why wouldn't they just like kill him?
Yeah.
Why would they even bother to like beat him up and make him stay alive?
I mean, like he's now snitching about Marlo. You know what I mean?
They enjoy beating up. You know.
I mean, we saw those two guys with
exactly.
They're with Cutty, and how horrifying they beat up that guy.
Exactly. He was like, he gotta pay.
Yeah, like basically, like and I mean, they were enjoying it.
Exactly.
They were just like really enjoying it.
So like I honestly cannot see the storyline right now. Maybe in the future, but like they've been mentioning it a few times. So like something has to come out of this.
Yeah.
But like I cannot see the storyline that's gonna come out of this.
I don't know, but like it's something. It's something because again they keep mentioning it. So something's gonna have something's gonna have to happen with that. I just can't tell you for certain.
Maybe it's not gonna be that serious, but
maybe it's not gonna be that dramatic.
That dramatic. Somebody dies
maybe
because
maybe we're just too dramatic with it. Did anything else happen?
Yeah, I don't think so, and I think we should play the next episode.
Oh my god, yes, we should just play the next episode.
We should just play the next episode.
Because like it's gonna be so fun. Thank you for watching.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon. Bye.